Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please sign this pledge to never ever drive distracted, and you can sign the pledge by hitting the dislike button on this video. And the reason for dislikes is that if the video gets thousands of dislikes, it could become a meme. So please sign that pledge by hitting the dislike button. I find it helpful to try to not treat driving like it's a routine activity. You got to give it some respect, right? For example, I don't know how many of my viewers, if you do a dangerous job, you cannot allow that job to become a very routine activity, right? If you have a dangerous hobby of some sort, right? If you skydive, even if you do it every day, you cannot allow that to become a very routine activity, right? So you guys know I work with molten zinc. I cannot allow my every time I get in trouble with that, it's because I've gotten too routined to that, right? So stop. Every time you get to your car, open this video up and watch it before you head out for your drive, right? It'll only take like a minute or two anyway, or at least think about it, right? So when I was in elementary school, we had learned about the dangers of drinking and driving. Actually, even before I learned it in school, I would hear on TV, don't drink and drive, don't drink. It was drilled into our heads. Now it's don't text and drive. But I was confused. I thought they were talking about drinking any beverage while behind the wheel because that would be a distraction, right? Even as a first grader, I knew that was a distraction. And one day I was riding the school bus, and my school bus driver picked up a soda or a coffee and started drinking it while driving the school bus. I ran up to the front and said, "Hey, don't drink and drive." He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And he actually clarified what it meant. He said there are special kinds of drinks that will mess you up, and you don't want to be driving while drinking. Normal everyday drinks are okay. I thought he was kidding about it. It wasn't until I got to the school that I started telling the teacher the funny story about how my school bus driver was excusing himself for drinking and driving because he was just drinking the normal everyday drinks. I was confused out of my mind. In second grade, we had learned about the dangers of smoking as well, and it often got lumped in with drinking. So I thought that it was dangerous to smoke and drive as well. Now, keep in mind, this is the 1990s. People smoked in restaurants and they would drive home. And I thought everybody was breaking the law, just like how everybody drives a few miles per hour over the speed limit, right?